Do you know what your credit was the last time you checked by chance, just before we do a credit application?
$160,000 for this car. I have a big problem with this car being $160,000. I have a jailbreak. I have an 807 horsepower jailbreak, and sticker price on my car was 96, and I paid less than that. Sticker price on this car is 100,000, and there's this dealer is selling it for 160. Now, while it is a numbered car at 300 units, there's nothing special about the Ghost, and I'm going to break it down for you. All right, the first thing I'm going to point out about this Ghost, this is the Ghost, okay? It's an 807 horsepower Hellcat red eye, which is fine. That's what the jailbreak gets. It's a little bit more than a standard red eye. First, we're going to start with this white stripe across the trunk lid here. Now, I have a problem with this for several reasons. Number one, I had a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat Daytona. This was an anniversary edition. Back in 2020, they only made it for 1 year, but it had that same white stripe across the trunk lid. But even further than that, that white stripe across the trunk lid has been available on Scat Pack since 2015. Why are you throwing this white stripe on the trunk lid and calling it a Ghost and making it out like that's something special? I know that the Ghost branding is going back to the 70s and enthusiasts from that era, whatever the case may be. But just throwing a 300 count nameplate on it and calling it something, and then throwing a Scat Pack stripe across the trunk lid, and now it's a $160,000 car, that's laughable. These wheels right here, you've been able to put those wheels on any Hellcat that you ordered for years now. And I actually had these same wheels with the same color on my 2020 Hellcat Charger. Same wheels as on that Daytona. Another one of the special things that makes the Ghost special. Now, I'm not saying that the Ghost isn't a cool car, but if you're going to order a $100,000 car at the time, because these aren't available to order anymore, just have it customized the way you want it. Why would you go specifically for the Ghost because of the name? And now this dealership is selling it for $160,000 when it was $100,000 less than that. And you can still buy from many dealers. You can still find Hellcats for less than $100,000. Don't pay $160,000 for this car. It's just a marked up Hellcat red eye and essentially a jailbreak, but with a Ghost badge and a 300 count. But my Daytona was a numbered car too, and it did not help it when I tried to sell that car. And I sold it in the COVID car market and was able to get out of it relatively easily, but it didn't make it a $160,000 car just because they've put a fancy nameplate on it. It's crazy. Beware of dealers like this who are selling a car like that for 160 grand.